Before we commence with the ceremony, I request everyone to kindly keep your phones on silent or airplane mode. It is a sign of AURO University tradition to seek the blessings of Sri Aurobindo and the Divine Mother for every new beginning. May I request one and all to kindly observe 2 minutes of concentration with Guru Vandana. I request Professor Amrish Mishra to invite along Professor Dr. Rajan Velukar and student representatives in lighting the lamp. Thank you, everyone. May the divine power bless us all. Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, students, members joining online, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and good morning. I, Jennifer Mistry, take great privilege on behalf of AURO family and School of Hospitality Management to invite you all for a momentous occasion. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming representatives of Marriott International, Mr. Craig Smith, Group President, International Division, joining us live from Washington, D.C., Mr. Andrew Newmark, Vice President, Human Resources, Asia Pacific, excluding China, joining us live from Singapore. Joining with us live from Marriott India office, I welcome you, Mr. Neeraj Govil, Senior Vice President, Operations, South Asia, Mr. Gurmeet Singh, Senior Area Director, Human Resources, South Asia, and Ms. Rimal De Silva, Director, Human Resource Projects. Joining us live from the United States, I welcome you, Mr. H.P. Rama, Founder President, AURO University, Mr. J.P. Rama, Senior Vice Chairman, Board, AURO Hotels, Mr. D.J. Rama, President and CEO, AURO Hotels. We have joining with us today from AURO University, Professor Dr. Rajan Velukar, Provost and Vice Chancellor, AURO University, Mr. Suresh Mathur, Chief Operating Officer, AURO University, Mr. Nayan Banker, Chief Finance Officer, AURO Hotels, Professor Dr. Rohit Singh, Dean Academics, AURO University, Professor Ajay Yadav, Registrar, AURO University, Professor Amrish Mishra, Head, School of Hospitality Management, AURO University. I extend a warm welcome to all of you for being present and celebrating this grand occasion of the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between AURO University and Marriott India. I am indeed pleased to witness the joining of hands of a historic partnership today. This milestone shall become a mark in building a strong cooperative alliance of both the organizations upon common core values, thus aiming for higher goals and achievements and transforming opportunities with everything going global. This shall be the first MOU for a globally reputed and India's leading hotel chain, Marriott International, with a university from Gujarat for enhancing the learning platform, providing training through internships, and creating employment opportunities for the students, thus preparing them to function in a dynamic and challenging business environment. We now have arrived at the pinnacle of our ceremony, the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding. May I now request our distinguished members to kindly proceed with the signing of the MOU. Representing Marriott India, we have Mr. Neeraj Govil and Mr. Gurmeet Singh signing the MOU live from Mumbai. Sir, may I please request you to commence with the signing. Marriott International is based in Maryland, USA, and encompasses a portfolio of more than 7,500 properties under 30 leading brands spanning 132 countries and territories. Marriott International currently has 120 hotels in India across 16 brands, including the Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, the Luxury Collection, W Hotels, JW Marriott, Renaissance Hotels, Marriott Hotels, La Méridien, and Westin, amongst the others. Thank you so very much, sir. Representing AURO University, we have with us Professor Dr. Rajan Velukar and Mr. Suresh Mathur signing the MOU. Sir, may I please request you to commence with the signing. AURO University Surat is one of the fastest growing universities in Gujarat, established under Gujarat State Private Universities Act 2009 and approved of the UGC Act and Regulations 2003. AURO University is inspired by the vision and teachings of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh and the Divine Mother. There are currently 8 schools running at AURO University offering 30 plus PhD, postgraduate, and undergraduate programs in various disciplines like business, hospitality management, law, information technology, design, journalism and mass communication, liberal arts, and human sciences. Thank you so very much, sir. I request the audience to kindly join in applauding and celebrating this exciting and enthralling movement with us. A wholehearted congratulations to all the members of AURO University and Marriott India for such a historic association. Looking beyond the campus gates, a close linkage between industry and academia shall not critically only be important to the students, but the society in general. This union shall symbolize a significant step forward, leading to many joint initiatives that shall produce new synergies and add academic value for our future leaders of hospitality. Once again, congratulations to everybody. I now take the honor to request Professor Dr. Rajan Belukar, Provost and Vice Chancellor, AURO University, for his remarks.
Thank you. Good morning to US audience, good afternoon to Singapore audience, and good evening to Indian audience. The Honorable Chancellor of AURO University for Hospitality and Management and the founder president of this university, Shri H.P. Rama, Mr. Craig Smith, the group president of Marriott, Mr. D.J. Rama, the president and CEO of AURO Hotels, Andrew Newmark, the vice president of Human Resources, Mr. Mathur, COO of AURO Hotels in India, Mr. Neeraj Govil, Mr. Gurmit Singh, my colleague, Dean of AURO University, Mr. Rohit Singh, Mr. Amrish Mishra, who's the Associate Dean for School of Hospitality Management, Mr. Nayan Banker, the Registrar, Mr. Ajay Yadav, and distinguished guests, those who are present for this signing ceremony of MOU between AURO University and the Marriott International. And my colleague in the university and my dearest young students, those who are going to get benefit out of this collaboration. The follower of the visions and teachings of Sri Aurobindo and the Divine Mother, Dr. H.P. Rama, or HP as he is fondly addressed by industry leaders, founded AURO University in Surat in the year 2011. His aim is to provide integral education, skill sets, and values needed to lead a more purposeful and fulfilling life in today's complex and changing world, along with an understanding and imbibing Indian culture that has evolved for more than 5,000 years in the students. Dr. Rama has ever since then been passionately engaged in the operations of the university to build the operating culture and manifest the vision of the university. The vision of AURO University aims to become a premier university of integral and transformational learning for future leaders. Focusing on value-based education, the university strives for creating an environment for self-development by nurturing the potential of the students based on their aptitude and interest, providing a platform for the faculty to take the role of mentors and guides who shape the future leaders by imparting knowledge and skills, opportunities for research on emerging areas in this industry. So, when I said that we are creating a transformational leadership through AURO University, we mean that the integral education is integrated in the curriculum. And therefore, I say that this transformational leadership, which the chancellor of this university, the founder of this university has seen, that is what we mean by this. Emphasizing on integral and transformational learning that drives the mission of the university, as I have said. AURO believes in focusing on holistic development of all students and faculties through mental, vital, physical, and spiritual education. Moving away from the conventions of status quo as applied in most academic programs, AURO has, for the students, designed a dynamic teaching pedagogy that aims at making learning challenging, engaging, and enjoyable at the same time by focusing on encouraging students to participate in the rigorous process of learning and self-discovery. School of Hospitality Management at AURO is a premium school focused on creating, through value education, a generation of high achieving leaders for the most dynamic and sought after hospitality industry. The school accomplishes its mission through engagement of students and scholars in excellent holistic learning environment, topical research, and enriching continuously through industry interface. The curriculum is dynamic, practical, and is constantly revised to keep up with industry requirements. The school currently offers the below mentioned programs: MSc in International Hospitality and Tourism, BSc Honors Degree in Hospitality Management, the postgraduate diplomas in Event Management, and also in Contemporary Bakery and Patisserie. These are the programs which we are running at present. However, we would like to reach many more people through our distance education program, which will be offered online. Also, we are going to offer the live coaching courses through the industry partnership, that is through Marriott. So we have a different aim other than what the other universities in the country are having. We are aiming to build the student generation which is having a purpose, and therefore the education which we are trying to build will be purposeful, authentic, vibrant, so that we can create the vibrant leaders in hospitality industry. Each of our students will have one thing in common, and that is needed the most in hospitality and also other industries, and that is passion. Unless and until you have passion, you will not be able to deliver what is needed by the industry. That kind of effectiveness will come only through passion. Create deep industry connections which will bring learners face to face with successful entrepreneurs, high level executives, global thought leaders, and seasoned alumni. The school provides an opportunity for 1 year paid internship in third year of the program with various reputed five-star hotels in USA, New Zealand, France, and Malaysia. The hotels include AURO Hotels, Renaissance, Hyatt, Courtyard by Marriott, Taj, Hilton, Oceania, and Fairfield Inn by Marriott. The university, with the objective to facilitate exchange of visiting scholars, student exchange, resource sharing, and research facilitations, has collaborated and signed an MOU with the San Diego University, USA. International Hotel Management and Gastronomy School, Spain. International Management Institute, Switzerland. The school also has industry associations with Surat Marriott Hotel and Courtyard by Marriott for aiding industrial learning experience. Because experience is very, very essential. As Mahatma Gandhi uh, developed a system which is called as Nai Talim, which emphasize on experiential learning. Without experience, you cannot really learn. Theory only is not going to help. The latest trends in hospitality, you know better than me, but we need to understand the change which we need to adopt from you. We need to understand what is meaning of technology intervention in hospitality 3.0 or maybe in future hospitality 4.0. What is happening in your industry? Our students would like to learn from all of you. That is what the experiential learning I mean. For example, Airbnb using VR and AR, virtual reality and augmented reality, to enhance travel planning and stay experience for users, which your industry, Marriott, is using. Airbnb is experimenting with virtual reality and working on ways to incorporate it into users' travel planning experience, wherein they can virtually get inside a house or a city and explore it through 360-degree photos and 3D scans. Though we have introduced this AR and VR, but we would like to know much more from you because you are practicing. And therefore, this collaboration with you. Moreover, VR could enable travelers to share such experience, taking traveling planning beyond spreadsheet, emails, and messages. Similarly, using AR, augmented reality, Airbnb is also looking into ways that can help travelers navigate through daily challenges and make travel more seamless, in addition to making it more immersive. For example, AR could be used to provide users with instant language translations for queries such as how to operate a hotel rooms, air conditioning, or the stories behind things and places one visits. This is how your industry is doing. We would like to know more. We would like to know more stories from you so that our learning becomes dynamic. Similarly, Marriott International's analytics driven services and pricing, which you have and which you have used in last one decade, we would like to learn from all of you. Similarly, the American hotel chain employed predictive analytics to identify market opportunities. And in big data, several things are happening which is helping many industries. I know one story. Two multinationals were fighting cases against each other in US, and those advocates, the firms which were appointed, the one multinational appointed a firm and 2.1 million papers were given to them. To read those 2.1 million papers is very difficult, time consuming. But somehow they managed by giving that task to 100 lawyers, distributed the paper, asked them to read and then come back and then give your interpretation. And then they combined and then they interpreted and then they fought the case and they won. But one boy, young advocate who was having a background of technology, what he did is he later created a software through which these 21 lakh pages can be read and several interpretations can be given through that software, which helps the firms, advocate firms. Similarly, in this industry also, what kind of innovation which we can bring into through this technology, that innovation which we need to bring into it, and that innovative ideas which can come from you, so that we also can support you in that respect by doing research. The School of Hospitality Management is looking forward into collaborating and associating with Marriott Group of Hotels, with the objectives to provide opportunities of Marriott certified internship to the students as a part of their partial academic curriculum across properties in India, facilitating a higher learning by assisting in live projects and case studies provided for students, aiding in delivering sessions through various industry experts, facilitating the possibility of various industrial visits to provide insights of the industry and a practical perspective to the students, providing branding and marketing support to the school, development of academic content under the guidance of various industry experts to stay in touch with the current industry requirements and to provide opportunities for placement of the potentially interested candidates. In one word, to help us in disruptive innovation in delivery of curriculum. That is what we are looking from the Marriott. In line with above, the university extends all its support to the company as laid down in the MOU. The, we will support in all that we can support to the Marriott in taking it forward. Thank you. Thank you very much for collaborating with us.
Thank you so very much, sir. With this inspiring initiative and Marriott India as our partners, we surely are confident in being able to achieve the goals of our academic delivery. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Neeraj Govil, Senior Vice President, Operations, South Asia, Marriott International, for his remarks.
Well, good evening and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Those were indeed some great words spoken by Professor and Dr. Rajan Velukar. And Dr. Velukar, I just want to thank you for this. I received this in the mail, and I know a number of people in our office have received this as well. So thank you so much for sharing this work from Shri Aurobindo, and we will make sure that we definitely read this and imbibe some of this in our day-to-day activities. I want to extend my sincere appreciation here to Mr. H.P. Rama, Suresh Mathur, Professor Dr. Rajan Velukar, and the entire team from AURO University. I had the distinct pleasure of actually visiting the university back in 2019 when we began to have conversations around this partnership. And I must say I was privileged to be the recipient of a guided tour by Mr. Rama himself. And it was a couple of hours that we walked this truly state-of-the-art facility. But I think what really stood out for me was the infectious energy that permeated to the place, but also the passion that Mr. Rama exhibited for world-class learning. So we began talking about this back in 2019, and it's really truly a momentous occasion today to see us put pen and paper. And while this is symbolic at the moment, I'm sure it will have far-reaching consequences and a very desirable outcome really on our goal, a collaborative goal of developing industry-ready talent here in India. You know, at Marriott, we've been talking about this partnership for a while now, and I know that our team is ready to kick off 2021 with a range of activities that will support this collaboration. We're really looking forward to contributing to the learning experience via a combination of activities centered really around mentorship, career guidance, guest lectures at the university, working through executive development programs, assisting in project work, and more importantly, looking at preference for internship and job placements for graduates here at Marriott Hotels in India. I can tell you from an India perspective, demand for talent continues to outpace supply. And this is a fantastic endeavor that will really help us build an industry-leading pipeline of talent for us going forward. So our team's thoroughly excited about this. I know a great many of the team members are looking forward to come and visit. You have two fantastic hotels in Surat that will serve as training centers for some of this. And we have an array of hotels across all brands located in different cities in India as well to support this initiative. I know that many of your students will have the privilege of working at some of our hotels and getting true blue exposure really with day-to-day activities at our hotels. So thank you for this collaboration. Thank you for having us here today. I'm glad to see that the talks we've had over the last couple of years, Mr. Rama, have finally come to fruition. And I'm really excited that we have got this signing done today, and we can't wait to take it forward. So thank you so much for this, and look forward to coming over and visiting you very, very soon in Surat and meeting all of your wonderful students and the fabulous faculty here at this university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We are indeed pleased to be associated with Marriott India in an effort to create an effective and efficient talent pool of the coming generations. I now take pleasure to invite Mr. Andrew Newmark, Vice President, Human Resources, Asia Pacific, excluding China, Marriott International, for his remarks.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you from Singapore. I'm truly thrilled to be here today with Craig, Niraj, Gurmeet, and Rimal, and all of the team to have the opportunity to witness this MOU signing between AURO University and Marriott India. This is truly a wonderful way to start 2020, and I'm sure that it will be a partnership that will bring great outcomes to the students, AURO University, and to us at Marriott. And building on the existing partnership with AURO Hotels, both in India and the US, this is a terrific next step with the focus on talent and on education. For Marriott in our APEC region and in South Asia, we are firmly focused on attracting, developing, and engaging the best talent in the industry. And this partnership ties very closely to those efforts. As part of our focus, we see the important role that we play in the early careers of talents in the industry. And through internships, through work placements, and permanent roles with Marriott, we believe we can help shape great careers and provide wonderful opportunities for growth through the expansive portfolio of hotels that we have, our unique brands, our rich training programs, and our continued growth. As I work closely with the South Asia team, I'll be looking forward to regular updates on the progress of our partnership and supporting those efforts from my office in Singapore as the partnership continues to expand. And when I can next travel again to India, it'll be top of the list to visit the university in Gujarat and spend time with the students and the faculty. And from what I'm learning about the university already, I know that it will be a great visit and it will be a great partnership. So congratulations to all on this momentous day of the signing of the MOU, and I look forward to seeing the partnership coming to life from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We are extremely grateful to have joined hands with an international chain such as Marriott to provide progressive education and learning to our students, which is most required in today's complex and ever-changing world. I would like to invite Mr. Craig Smith, Group President, International Division, Marriott International, to kindly address the gathering.
So good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am talking to you from the Washington, D.C. area, and it's a pleasure to be here today. Believe it or not, this is the most exciting part of my week. I have waited for this all week. We have had a deep company relationship with the Rama family for a long time, and it has been a mutually beneficial relationship. And I want to thank them for setting up and allowing this great opportunity. I am a father of 5. I have 2 grandchildren, and I have 2 grandchildren on the way. And my wife and I frequently talk about the future of our family, our personal family. And the greatest gift that we talk about that we can give our children is education. Because education is really the equalizer. And it is what sets the standard for the future generations to come. Not just the future generations within my family, but also the future generations within India and within the United States. And so the objective of this MOU is really to bridge the gap between what we have, this huge industry demand. And it may not feel like it today. The last year has been a little rough, and maybe the next 6 years will be a little rough. But I'm telling you, if you are a young student out there listening or watching today, your future is very bright, because our industry is going to continue to go like this, especially in your part of the world. And it's very exciting to see. And the gift that you have been given by the Rama family in this MOU and this agreement between Marriott and AURO University is just fantastic, and is the beginning of not just a job, but a phenomenal lifelong career. We at Marriott International, we believe in diversity. We don't care what religion you have, what race you are. We care about your attitude and how hard you want to work. And we believe that education is part of the starting ground for that, but it doesn't just end there. And so we've seen it continue to grow. I am a great believer in India. I love the traditions, the culture. I've been traveling. I started traveling to India about 16 years ago as an area vice president. And I have been astounded by the growth that I've seen. First, the infrastructure changes that have improved, the number of really beautiful hotels that have grown across the country. But probably the thing that has most impressed me, and I actually called my father one time at 3 a.m. from Hyderabad, was how impressed I was with the people in India. I think there are very few places in the world where you will find a group of talented and ambitious young individuals really willing to work hard for their dreams. There are many young people out there with dreams, but I don't know that everyone works as hard as they do. And so I want to tell you that the hospitality is really a cornerstone in India. It's something that just comes naturally to Indians. And one of our greatest exports as a company has been Indian talent. You will find our Indian talent all across the world. We have moved Neeraj, I think, to 6 or 7 different countries, simply because he was so talented. We continue to do that. Gurmeet Singh set up many, many years ago a training program for young individuals in their university years that was so successful, we migrated to the rest of the world. But it gave the opportunity for people to grow their talent across the world. And there's nothing more exciting. This is why you may not believe when I say this is the most exciting part of my week, but there isn't anything more exciting than giving people a chance for a future and watching them grow. I look at some of the faces that are on the screen today and some of the people who are involved in this, and I think of them in their careers 16 years ago when I first met them and what they're doing today, and that's exciting. And so for all those students out there, you're going to replace us someday. And this is your opportunity to be there. This is a gift that you are being given. Take advantage of this gift. Study hard, work as hard as you can in those internships, show your stuff, and you will find the professional landscape and the in-depth expertise that you will learn in this university are phenomenal, because today the needs for our students are much different than when I graduated. I think many years ago, 200 years ago, when I graduated from university, all you needed was a smile and a good attitude. And then today we really need more astute learning about, we need financial acumen, we need technology, we need many more cross-functional skills. And everything I've heard so far, the university is going to be able to give this to all of these young students. And the word that comes to my mind over and over is the gift, this gift of learning that you are being provided for. The hospitality industry for me wasn't my first choice. I kind of fell into it because I fell in love with it while I was studying for something else. And it's been exciting to see how many opportunities it has created for me, for my family, but also for many other people around the world, and especially in India. India has the largest working age population of the world. And my father and I had a debate. My father's an ex-ambassador, so he thinks he knows everything about the world. And we had a strong debate, believe it or not, 2 days ago. And it was a debate between China and India and who's going to grow faster. And I said, if I were betting on a long-term, I would bet on India because of the demographics of the people. You have people that want to work so hard, and you've got this young, huge talent base. And I've seen it being leveraged. I've seen it over the last 16 years being leveraged to the advantage of the country and to the advantage of our industry. And this is an opportunity, I think, for it to be leveraged even more as we go forth. You are the greatest asset that India has, and you are the greatest export is the talent that India has. You know, Mr. Marriott, when you talk to him, you can think of all the things he's proud of, and he should be proud. He has really grown a phenomenal company. But when you sit in those quiet moments with him, sometimes one-on-one in a car, or a moment in the evening after a long day of walking hotels, what I found most interesting was his greatest pride was actually the careers that he had grown. And so he loves to talk about who started off as an hourly employee in our hotel and who's a general manager today. He loves to hear stories. Craig, he's asked me a couple of times, tell me where I started in housekeeping, Mr. Marriott. He loves those stories because his pride is in that growing careers. You are being gifted, and this is a gift to the future of India to have this opportunity and this collaboration between two companies. We are going to prepare our business for all the sweeping changes. We are going to train the youth, and we are going to help guide and bring these extraordinary students, not only to give them an education, but to give them the careers and the opportunities that many of us who are here on the screen today received in life. So to the students, I want to tell you, take advantage of the gift. Don't stop learning. Don't stop learning. It was interesting for me to a few years ago, DJ and I were talking, and we have both gone back to school multiple times. He went to a program called the OMP, and I went to something called the AMP. And this opportunity to continue to learn and to grow and to become better and smarter in what you do. Don't stop doing that, and don't stop dreaming. So as a company, we have a long history of investing in training programs that support youth. I'm a benefit of that as an old 58-year-old grandfather in front of you today. And I look forward to that being part of the legacy for all of you. So let's keep moving forward and keep teaching each other. And thank you for this opportunity to be part of this really, in some ways, this exciting and dynamic future that you are creating.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your inspiring words. With this collaboration, we eagerly look forward to providing enriching opportunities to our students and molding their future careers in an even better manner. I would take the honor to invite Mr. H.P. Rama, Founder President, AURO University, to address the audience.
Greetings from South Carolina. This MOU represents culmination of true partnership between two organizations with the purpose of providing a platform to our students and faculty an opportunity to learn hospitality business in real life. I feel proud of our partnership, first as a Marriott franchisee since last 30 years. And now we are forging a noble alliance to prepare next generation of hoteliers through experiential learning. Our students and faculty will certainly benefit greatly through the industry internship and immersion, which will in turn empower them to develop a real life exposure to hospitality industry even before they graduate and be ready for rewarding career. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to Greg Smith, Neeraj Govil, all distinguished members of Marriott, India and Singapore, for extending their time and experience to AURO University. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your enlightening words. This association shall truly culminate with a partnership aiming to provide the students with real-life experiences through education and training opportunities. I would like to welcome Professor Amrish Mishra, Head, School of Hospitality Management, AURO University, for his remarks.
Good morning, good evening to everyone present in this room and online. It's indeed my pleasure to address the gathering today. The signing of the MOU is a giant leap in developing friendly and cordial relationship. The agreement will facilitate joint delivery of training and placement related opportunity for our students. I would like to congratulate all the stakeholders involved, senior leadership team of Marriott International, our mentors, academic mentors from AURO Hotels, Mr. Suresh Mathur, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Velukar, and all the leadership team of AURO University. The MOU is a reinforcement of our commitment towards our stakeholders and will give us strength and confidence to continue our path of excellence. This agreement between like-minded entities will further facilitate delivery of training and classroom sessions for all our students. The benefits of this MOU will be reaped by all our university students, but in particular, more by School of Hospitality Management students. At this moment, I would like to acknowledge the presence and express my sincere gratitude towards General Managers of our partner hotels in Surat, Mr. Amit Mehta and Mr. Vikas Sharma. Through their relentless and unconditional support in Surat, our students have blossomed in their learning and acquisition of new skills. The Courtyard by Marriott, which is an on-campus hotel, has extended its full facilities for our students and is delighted in assisting us in delivery of modules as well. Before signing of this MOU and formal agreement with Marriott, we were privileged to have two internationally branded hotels in Surat, which has made us possible to share the learning of business with our future hoteliers and leaders of our industry being mentored at AURO University. The MOU agreement with Marriott India happens to be a historic moment in the university, which angles well and matches with our core philosophy of serving all our stakeholders. This MOU promises to add a new chapter in student development and experiential learning that is the pillar in our industry. Marriott is the leader of hospitality industry and can prove to be a great resource for us in all our delivery mediums. The trained leaders of Marriott can explicitly share the day-to-day learnings of the industry with our students. They can also inspire the students to carve their career plan based on the changes and transformations taking place in our sector. Marriott India can bring its best practices along with futuristic technology being harnessed by various hotels around the world in our classes and share its implications on customer service and business development with our students. At this moment, I would also like to express our sincere gratitude towards our partner AURO Hotels USA for coordinating and supporting us in this event. It would not have been possible without their much needed support and guidance. AURO Hotels USA has been a strong pillar with our school in terms of arranging resources and providing innovative technology tools from the industry. AURO Hotels USA has always fostered a very congenial and enriching internship experience for our past students. Our association with AURO Hotels has helped us in keeping ourselves on the brink of change happening in the industry. They have shared their invaluable experiences and best practices garnered by them over the last so many years. At the last, once again, I will congratulate all the stakeholders involved in making this a successful event for all of us. We are looking forward to have a great partnership with Marriott International for students enriching experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Today's unification shall aid in supporting and structuring a strong curriculum which shall encourage better learning through innovation and charting out a successful course for our future leaders. I would now request our final year student of BSc Hospitality Management, Ms. Muskan Agarwal, to share her views and opinion.
A very good evening to one and all present here. It makes me very happy to see my fellow colleagues, my dear faculty, and of course, all respected dignitaries after such a long time. As a fourth year hospitality student, speaking on behalf of the student body, it comes with no doubt in my mind that industry experience is very important and is what shapes our careers in this field. Not only does it help us understand the setting that we'll be stepping into, but it gives us a platform to convert our theoretical knowledge into practical knowledge. That being said, during my second year, I was given the opportunity to intern in Courtyard by Marriott Surat alongside Mr. Mathur, who I conducted research projects with, and Chef David Kananzi. I was given this opportunity. Not only was this entire experience very gratifying, but it also prepared me for my international internships that happened in France, in BW, and in USA with Renaissance by Marriott in the USA, for which I was forever grateful. I will forever be grateful to Mr. Rama for. To be very honest, I'm a teeny bit jealous of my first year and second year colleagues, but I see this as an opportunity that they can grab by their hands and make the most out of it. Because even before the signing of this MOU, as I had mentioned earlier, Marriott and AURO hotels have always been a part of my academic journey by facilitating learning throughout my curriculum in many different ways. With this MOU, students will be able to acquire knowledge and skills from a multitude of successful industry professionals that are associated with Marriott. It is a direct pathway for us to build our academic journeys to professional journey. Apart from that, I would also like to see this MOU as a quid pro quo situation where both parties will benefit. Graduates or students with the opportunity to exploit the resources that come along with Marriott, and Marriott attaining one of the finest sets of competent future industry professionals. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Muskan. We shall strive with this union to offer you with the finest of opportunities in realizing your highest potential and supporting you in the pursuit of knowledge and success in life. I request Mr. DJ Rama, President and CEO, AURO Hotels, to kindly share a few words.
Thank you. First of all, it's a great honor to be on this Zoom. I couldn't help but tell you a story, and this story is to the students and the parents. So when I went to college in 1986 to 1990, our aim was to find my aim was to find a hotel company that shared the same family values. So when I was looking for a hotel company to join back in the days when I was going to college, there was a Marriott hotel in Providence, Rhode Island. So I walked into that hotel and I met the general manager named Bob Cowan. And I said, Bob, I don't have any background. I'm going to a hotel school, but I need to work. And he said, I don't have any jobs available. So I said, well, I'll work for you free. So that is the day when I got introduced to the Marriott culture. And till today, it's been almost 30 plus odd years. It gives me great gratitude to say the Marriott family is what we're blessed with and the culture that they bring. So my mentor was Bob Cowan, the general manager, who put me through the front desk, made me understand what Marsha's system was in a DOS system, made me understand what sales and marketing means. And fast forward, this was the DNA that was planted by that organization. And when I graduated, I went to Marriott International to work in their Marriott Marquis in Atlanta, 2,000 hotel, and doing their individual development program. So The irony of this story for me, in my eyes, is that we are today able to give this gift, like Craig said, to the students and the parents to make sure that we create an incredible foundation. And my Bob Cowan will be the Bob Cowan, which will be Amit Mehta, the Marriott Surat General Manager, and Vikas Sharma, the Courtyard Surat General Manager, who will be creating these mentors and all of you in the future. So I am humbled today. I have an incredible gratitude to the Marriott family for joining this MOU. Craig and the entire India team, we won't let you down. Thank you for trusting us, and thank you for being there all the time for us. And with that, I would like to say thank you to the AURO University team. Without you, we would not be here. And Dr. Welker, with your vision, your tenacity, your hard work, and also Professor Mishra for running the finest hospitality school. And we want to make sure we keep moving forward to the next generation of 5.0 and break all the rules and create an incredible platform. And Rohit Singh, thank you for your tenacity and how you drive this university. So once again, it's a great pride to hear Muskan speak, and you can see the product of our university, the students that we're developing. And we are honored to have all the students in our hotels in US and also to share with India. But once again, all the best and our blessings are with you. Marriott International, thank you for being there with us.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your enriching words. We sincerely believe this union to instill values common to both the organizations to our coming generations who shall one day become business leaders through AURO University and Marriott. I would now request Professor Ajay Yadav, Registrar, AURO University, to kindly come forth for an expression of gratitude.
Good morning and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my dear colleagues, dear students. It's a pleasure for me to express my gratitude on this momentous occasion, a landmark day in the history of AURO University, where we have signed an MOU with Marriott India. And this is a milestone which will always be an inspiration for all of us. My special thanks to the Marriott International team, Mr. Craig Smith and Mr. Andrew Newmer. My thanks to the Marriott India team, Mr. Neeraj Govil, Mr. Gurmeet Singh, and Ms. Raimal De Silva. My special thanks and heartfelt gratitude for our Honorable Chancellor, Shri H.P. Rama sir, Honorable Shri J.P. Rama sir, Honorable Shri D.J. Rama sir, my Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rajan Velukar sir, CEO of AURO University, Shri Suresh Mathur sir, Mr. Nayan Banker, CFO, and my dear colleague, Dr. Rohit Singh, Dean Academics. It has been a long journey, a journey of more than 2 years. We were looking for this day, and finally this day has come. And for this, I sincerely thank the Marriott International team and Marriott India team, and also the team from AURO University, especially I need to mention Shri Suresh Mathur sir, the Chief Operating Officer of AURO University, and Mr. Nayan Banker sir, the Chief Financial Officer of this university, who have worked towards achievement of this goal for the university. It's an opportunity in the hands of the students, and I hope that the students will grab this opportunity with both hands. Thank you all. Thank you all for participating in this event. Bye.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your kind words. We may have come to the end of the ceremony, but the symbolic event shall mark a significant beginning of a new journey towards the commitment in developing the coming generation of hospitality professionals by providing transforming opportunities in building their careers. I would once again express my heartfelt gratitude to all present and those attending virtually for gracing this occasion with your kind presence and support. Thank you so very much. I sincerely request everyone to kindly rise for Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Sujalam Sufalam Malaya Shitalam, Sujalam Sufalam Malaya Shitalam, Yasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Shubhra Josna Pulakita Yamini, Pulla Kusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Shubhra Josna Pulakita Yamini, Pulla Kusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhashini Sumadura Bhashini, Sukhalam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Tringsha Koti Kantha Kala Kala Ninada Karale, Tringsha Koti Bhujai Dhrita Kara Karavale, Tringsha Koti Kantha Kala Kala Ninada Karale, Tringsha Koti Bhujai Dhrita Kara Karavale, Abala Kamayatu Vale, Babala Dhalinim, Namami Dhalinim, Ripudala Balinim, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, everyone. So as we believe in Indian culture that when we have any important event in our life, it has to be acknowledged with kuch meeta ho jaye. So there is a surprise element for all the students and faculty members and everyone present over here. Can I request my team to get some sweets for all of us and the students also please come and have a cake cutting. Pardon me.
Thank you very much.
This will be followed by dinner for all of us in AURO Cafe. Let's have the cake. All students, please join us, all the students and the team. Please come this side. That's it. Call the students. Sorry, sir. Please join. Go. Please. Come, everyone. All students, please join us. Sir, congratulations. Sir, congratulations. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Please come. Sir, please come. Sir, please. Please join us. It's your day. Please make some noise. Let's make a louder noise. Hip hop. Hip hop. Right, now is the opportunity. Please cut the cake.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hooray! Suresh Mathur to say a few words on this occasion to encourage and motivate us.
It's time to have this cake. Let's have this cake and eat it too tonight. So please join me in saying 3 cheers for Marriott Hotels. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!